Well, it's time now for a fantastic magician who was the highest-placed human in last year's Britain's Got Talent, amazing the judges with his incredible illusions. And if he can make a cynical old prune like Simon Cowell believe in magic, then he must be something special.
Check this out. You see our magician? He takes off his hat, he reaches inside, he pulls out just one card, ladies and gentlemen, not just any card, it's the 7 of Hearts.
There are a lot of people who do tricks, and there are a few people who actually can do magic, and I think we just saw that.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Mr. Jamie Raven! So, Jamie, welcome to the show. Fabulous to have you here. Now, apart from Britain's Got Talent, I mean, that's what I imagine most people recognise you from.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been doing magic for years and years.
I have. I've been performing professionally for the last 12 years, and I started learning when I was about 10. So, yeah, 22 years of my life have been spent lying to people in a nice way.
Amazing. Actually, your career kind of took off here, didn't it? On this stage.
It was literally on this spot, and it's changed my life completely.
This was the Britain's Got Talent auditions.
It was
right
indeed,
here.
yeah.
Oh, nice to be back. Now, tell us about your inspirations when you were growing up.
For me, it's the one and only Mr. Tommy Cooper.
Fantastic. But of course, Tommy he was a comedian as well as a magician. I mean, in your opinion, comedian or magician?
I think he was both. I think he was a magician who used comedy to enhance his performance, and I think, you know, any variety performer could have learnt something through watching.
Yeah.
It was, in my opinion, one of the finest we've ever had.
Now, you had the most fantastic tour.
I did. I was very, very lucky, yeah.
Amazing. With a guide that I think we all know. Let's take a look at this.
For me, some of Tommy's most memorable performances were at the London Palladium. And today I've arranged to meet one of Tommy's very dear friends to give me more insight about the man himself.
So, Bruce, thank you so much for meeting me.
Glad you could make it. Come here. You're in for a treat. Well, here we are, Jamie. Just a couple of photographs here. The whole company on a raw variety
Who's that? Who's that
show.
handsome young man right there?
Well, that's me in the
That'd
middle.
be you. Where's
And
Tommy?
Tommy, they pushed him right at the end.
Oh, no, look at that. That's because he
why.
was so tall. That must be
Yeah,
what it was. They put the
exactly.
taller kids at the back.
Exactly. He'd ad-lib with his magic tricks. He'd think, well, that's got a big laugh. I'll follow that one with that.
Yeah.
And he'd change it.
Look, see that? This one does the same look.
There we are, Jamie. Dressing room A and B at the Palladium. It's a raw variety show. There are 8 comedians dressed in these 2 rooms, OK? And Tommy was with them all. Here we are. Let's go in. Tommy Cooper was the comedian's comedian. One thing he did, he started this joke, and then he said, oh, excuse me for a minute, and he went out the door, and he left us for 20 minutes. Then he'd come back, and they say, oh, finish the joke. He said, what joke? Yeah. Was I doing a joke? I don't remember that.
Here's a quick joke. What was it? Oh, it's...
Now, there's one place, Jamie, I'd love to show you. It's the most unlikely place to meet him, but I saw him there very often outside in the street.
Let's go.
Let's go. And it's somewhere around here. Oh, yeah. Hamleys, there we are. Hamleys. Here we go. This was his favourite store. But he'd look round this store, he'd be in here for hours.
And would he look for certain things and then apply jokes to them, or do you think he had a joke in mind first and he'd look for a prop to fit the joke, or was it both?
No, he'd look for the prop,
Yeah.
and then he'd put the joke to the prop.
While we're here, maybe I could show you a trick in Tommy's
Yeah,
honour.
I always give people auditions.
I need you to take out any one that takes your fancy, Bruce, your choice. Wonderful. Could you scribble your initials for me or your autograph?
Yeah. I don't usually put my initials.
Oh, in that case, I'll have to put it on eBay. That'd be brilliant. Could you just say stop for me?
Yeah,
Somebody then-
stop.
Brilliant, if you could place it back for me. I'm not going to lie to you. I've done this for quite a long time, for quite a lot of people. I'm not going to find this card. He is.
I am.
No.
Oh.
He is. Can you see our friend, Dippy the Duck?
Oh, the duck, yes.
I'll put the cards in there, sir.
If I may, I'm going to place the cards inside
that's
the duck.
it, yeah,
and if you
that's
could hold the duck for me,
Yeah.
as Tommy always used to say, I'm sure you've all seen a duck find a card before.
That's right.
But you probably haven't seen a blindfolded duck find a card before. So
I forgot that.
we're going to blindfold him up, and then Dippy is going to find the card. Bruce, if I may, he can't see today, can he? No. On the count of three, Bruce, we count 1,
2,
2, 3.
3.
And Dippy takes one card out.
Can't believe it.
What was the card you signed your name on?
Queen of Hearts.
The Queen of Hearts,
My favourite card.
no less. Bruce.
That's about with my initials on it.
And Dippy the duck.
And Dippy the Duck. Incredible.
Here it is.
That's one. I'm so glad you got that.
A pleasure.
Lovely. Oh, right, you've got the job.
Oh, thank you. I
said,
appreciate that.
So go and do your act.
I'll do it now. Thank you so much, Bruce.
What a fabulous day out with Brucey.
It was a dream come true for me, you know, to be able to spend time in the presence of a legend in the world of show business is an honour and a privilege, and it's something I'll never forget.
Well, listen, we saw some fabulous close-up magic there of Tommy's. I mean, you know, he often, as you were saying, he would get this hilariously wrong, wouldn't he?
On occasion, but that was through choice. Tommy was very much like Les Dawson in his style of performing. He would make a mistake when he wanted to make a mistake because he thought it would make what he was doing much funnier. And what not a lot of people know is that Tommy was actually such a skilled magician. He was actually awarded the degree of the member of the Inner Magic Circle, which is the highest award the Magic Circle gives out. And it's an honour. I'm immensely proud to be able to say that I recently received myself, you know, as my idol.
It's richly deserved on the basis of just what we've seen so far. But you've got a trick for me now. You've got a close-up trick for me.
Love to, if that's all right.
Please,
you know,
yeah.
they say a magician only really does one thing, and that is to pose the question, what's real and what's illusion? And I always like to leave everybody to work out for themselves which they think is which. But for now, let's take this newspaper as an example. I mean, we all know we can believe everything we read, right? And that's where this particular illusion begins, Xander. You see, I call it an illusion because I don't actually tear the newspaper at all. Just looks like it.
OK.
And this is aided by the fact that it actually sounds like the pieces are being torn. Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can. It does look very like they're being torn, doesn't it?
It does. And this is so convincing that after the show, people will come up to me and they will swear blind that the piece of paper they formerly saw as whole is now ripped into lots and lots of smaller pieces.
Just be absolutely... Look at that.
But it isn't.
Yeah.
You see, these people have been tricked. They've been tricked by the senses they have trusted their entire lives into believing something they have seen with their own eyes is the truth when it isn't. You see, magic is very much like the newspapers in that you must never, ever believe everything you see. I'd like to give that to you.
Yeah, all right.
Don't bother filling in the crossword. I've already done that one. It's anyone can do that.
Well, listen, watching Tommy was what put you onto the path of becoming the great magician you are today. But you've now progressed onto larger illusions as well, haven't you? I gather you're going to do something new for us, a new trick.
I would absolutely love to.
Fabulous. Now, I also understand that you're going to need an assistant for this. You're looking for someone good-looking, sassy, bit of stage presence.
Xander, I'd like you to...
Delighted.
To ask Kimberly back on the stage, if that's OK.
OK, yes. You know I've got better legs, don't you? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the stage Miss Kimberly Wyatt!
Thank you so much for coming and agreeing to be with me.
Yeah, happy to.
It is such a privilege and an honour for me to be here as part of this wonderful show, specifically here in this particular theatre. And as Tommy inspired me, I was hoping that together we could do something that would inspire other young performers out there. Would you be up for that?
I would love to.
Fantastic.
I love a bit of magic.
Stay with me.
Okay.
Just follow my lead.
All
okay?
right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please watch this very, very closely.
I was just watching that so closely. I was determined to work out how you did it. Can you give me any clues? What happened?
It's fun to fly.
Oh, that's just insane, isn't it? Thank you so much, Kimberly. Very well done. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the brilliant Jamie Roman.